Ed and his dead mother sounded really brilliant. This really sounded like my kind of film. I was really excited for it, and I didn't find it funny. I didn't think it was interesting. There are some aspects that I will praise. There were things that I thought were quite well done, but it just didn't deliver for me. This was released in 1993. It's directed by Jonathan Wacks, written by Chuck Hughes, and we have a cast including Steve Buscemi, Ned Beatty, John Glover, Miriam Margolyes. Great cast and performances. The characters are well written, absolutely no problems there, and it's the story that sounded great, and it just didn't work. As the title suggests, it's about a man called Ed and his dead mother. She's been dead for quite some time, and Ed gets the opportunity to pay $1,000 to resurrect her, to bring her back to life. And Ed decides to do this, and it's just not funny. Obviously, it's a dark comedy. It's not meant to be a film for everybody. I know it won't appeal to everybody, but it does appeal to me as a concept. It really does. I thought it was going to be really thrilling, and I had no idea what would happen, and it could have been really unpredictable, and I just found the narrative to be really boring. Not a lot actually happened, and I didn't find it funny. Not even a little bit amusing. We did have some good performances, though. The characters were well written. I believe their actions within the context of the narrative. Obviously, it's quite a bizarre story and one that sounded great, but the narrative itself just isn't that fascinating, and I just didn't find it funny. Obviously, comedy is subjective, and this kind of dark comedy as a concept is something that ordinarily I'd find really amusing, but for me, it just didn't deliver. But it is subjective, so if it sounds like your kind of film, then I'd say maybe give it a go, because everything else is fine. The characters are well written, the performances are good, the music and camera work, all absolutely brilliant. I just found the narrative to be a little dull, and I didn't find it funny. But it might appeal to your comedic tastes, because comedy is different for everybody. So if it sounds like your kind of film, then I'd say maybe give it a go. I didn't enjoy the experience, but the reason I didn't is generally something that's subjective. So I'm happy to recommend it with the caveat that there's a chance you won't find it funny. But at the same time, I think it's a great concept, and I was really looking forward to it. And I feel quite let down because I just don't think it was very well executed. At the same time, it's a great concept. So give it a go if you're curious. But for me, it definitely wasn't what I hoped it would be.